Remind your body before your body reminds you, and become very good at futurizing yourself.
People have realized that they want more. They want to get more from their lives. They want to seek greater purpose, and they want to reclaim their lives and futures.
Everything you hear today, you need to put that into the perspective of looking for quality of life. And
why did you start your freelance journey?
It's important to recognize that freelancing is a source of public good, and I am so proud of us as a population.
As a freelancer, we calculated that in France, if you are working as a freelancer instead of being employed by Capgemini, for instance, you can make up to 50% or twice as much as an employee.
The same thought comes again and again and again and again and again.
What gives you energy?
When you figure out what you care about, everything else just flows.
This inner desire to get inspiration and to go further and to have a big mission to share with other freelancers.
We can choose to be something different.
Everything in nature is interconnected.
I feel very privileged to be at a stage now where I can talk to you about this.
There are only 24 hours in a day, unfortunately. There are 7 days in a week. And, on the one hand, there's a risk of burning yourself out. On the second, there is a risk of you being the constant bottleneck.
Finally, someone who is talking about burnout.
We want to get in touch with our emotions and use them to be better at managing stressful situations and to turn them around into opportunities for success.
And I know that one of the most hated words in sales is prospection.
If you are always in like the hardcore selling mode, trying to sell yourself, trying to do prospection all the time from a single angle, that is extremely difficult.
Usually the sales cycles are a lot shorter with referrals because they're in that state of readiness. Otherwise, they would have never had the conversation or never been referred to you if there wasn't that awareness that they were looking for.
And the better job we do, the more likely they're going to recommend us to others.
They will be picking olives soon, and if there's no rain, they will be very small.
One of my dreams was to have a puppy or a dog, and every time we go for a walk, we negotiate about who is carrying the leash, who takes the dog on the leash, and who picks up the poo.
Okay, so this is very, very important.
What if the niche you've chosen is not profitable?
That's a choice only you can make. How you would like to be seen on the market as a generalist or a specialist.
As a first step, it's really about integrating responsibility into your own brand identity. And
I'm a co-founder of the Moon Gallery Foundation. I am mostly known as a curator who is sending art to the moon.
Thinking like a CEO is about owning your freelance career.
And time is your investment. So you have to invest time before you can reclaim time.
And you know what? It hasn't been always like that.
Oh, we've learned that behavioral science is a multidisciplinary field that explores how people think, feel, and behave.
I'm in Italy at the moment. It's my first adventure freelancing from Italy. So experiencing all the good, all the pasta, all the wine, and also some connectivity fun.
Start from your comfort zone.
For me, interdependence is the state of being dependent upon one another. I would like for you to see it as relying on one another.
I truly believe that since I started actively embracing collaborations, that made my practice way more sustainable.
And I think this is the way to success as a freelancer.
Almost 1/4 of the profiles in digital are today freelancing in Europe.
So this is why NFTs are so important, because for the first time we can actually create, let's say, ownership for digital assets, which normally anyone could copy.
That particular issue, what do you call yourself, is, I mean, it's a very core identity issue, and it's an issue that is extremely interesting. I find it really interesting to talk about.
because actually the definition is a huge issue for anyone who is involved in any sort of research regarding freelancers.
Good luck, guys. So glad Cake's not in her name. Have fun with this one.
But also here, I think this is a great example of how we as freelancers can bring this different perspective to the table, to our clients, to our assignments, and add value.
Yeah, really a tip for freelancers when they really stating companies that you're too expensive, show them this slide.
The third lane would be the skills revolution, and that speaks to an emerging and large disconnect between the skills that the market offers and the skills that same market needs to thrive in the future of work.
I've always referred to companies as sort of a hub and spoke. So think of a wheel. The hub is that core corporate culture. It's the core foundation of the organization. And then you've got all of these spokes that are going around it doing different kinds of work. And those are our projects. And what's happened over time is the hub is shrinking and the spokes, the projects, are becoming much more frequent.
That's been a huge change, is that our little room that used to be just a couple of us has now turned into everywhere.
And I want to say this carefully because it's an important point. In the future, freelance platforms will be monetized as a function of how well they help their people get and keep work.
Really, companies are looking for fixed employees, looking for internal expertise. They're missing out on other talents on the market.
I think bringing a freelancer in can give a new view to things and can lead to innovation and a fresh perspective.